Now, every time I tell one of these stories, I always have to be careful of things like, for example, saying names to, describing someone too much to the point where people can realize who they are. And honestly, it's one of the most freakiest things because the story I'm about to tell you guys is honestly insane. And if you guys do stick around to watch this whole thing, just please leave a like and subscribe. If you guys haven't already, it means a lot when you guys do. And on top of that, right now, currently, as we speak, I am live on Twitch. So if you guys do want to go watch me live and talk to me about any questions or anything about this video, then go for it. But other than that, let's get straight into the video. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. So today's story is actually something that happened to me when I was blowing up on the internet. Yes, I had a blow up stage when I was telling these stories. It was back last year, July, and I remember all I was doing was posting stories back to back to back on my TikTok page. It got to the point where you got over 200 million views in 1 month. 1 damn month. That is literally insane, and I thank you guys for that always. I remember back when I was blowing up on TikTok and stuff, I remember I posted a video about, well, a story time that I did. And this story is really close and pretty recent to my main life, but honestly, it was one of the most weirdest stories. Because let's just say it had something to do with my older sister and her best friend. I guess you guys can kind of get where I'm going at with that. Obviously, yes, the word Devil's Tango was in the story. I can't say the story right now, but honestly, if you guys do smash that like button right now, I might do a story time where I actually tell the story in the most secretive way possible. We'll see if I can pull it off, but like I said, if this video reaches 2,000 likes, maybe I'll do it. Anyways, like I was saying, this was last year and I was blowing up on the internet. And I remember every video I posted on TikTok got over 1 million views. It was the most insane thing ever, and I literally freaked out. I went from having 90,000 followers to over 1 million in a span of 1 month. So you guys can kind of understand how crazy that is. Knowing how fast a person blows up on the internet is honestly kind of terrifying. Anyways, I remember one time after posting a story time about, my sister and her best friend, I always used to live stream right away. So I would go on my phone, go on TikTok live, and go live. And when I would go live, I would have over thousands of people join in. And I remember I would stream on Twitch telling everyone to go in and join the Twitch stream, which I'm actually streaming on live right now, if you guys didn't know that. And basically, everyone would join in. I was live just streaming, enjoying my time, talking to you guys, and basically communicating with you guys. But then the craziest of the crazy happened. I remember my mom decided to come over to my place because I recently moved into a penthouse. Anyways, my mom came over and she took care of me. She usually does this a lot, especially when I moved out, because she always wants to, support me and be there for me, which I love you, Mom. Thank you for that. Anyways, going on though, I remember I was just live and she came to my place. She knew I was live because, if she hears me yelling in the microphone really loud, she knows not to come in my room or my office room. Yeah, room. I don't care. Anyways, going on. Anyways, I was live on 2 platforms. I remember I was literally getting text messages from my sister. She was texting me back to back saying, oh my goodness, we're in so much trouble. Oh my goodness, what did you do? You cannot be posting that story. Oh my goodness, there's no way you post that story. And in my head, I'm thinking, why would she text me that? What is going on? Is everything okay? Going on, I remember I was still playing and an hour went by. I was about to end stream, and before I ended stream, my mom comes into my room. Now, knowing my mom came into my room as I was streaming is something that's a rare occasion. But she came into my room saying, Bubba, there's people at the door for you. I was like, who is at my place? I never told anyone about my new place. I didn't say anything about my new place, so it's pretty weird how someone found my place. So I remember what I ended up doing was I ended up literally leaving my setup, saying I'm going to the bathroom, and when I left, I went to my door. And when I went to my door, I realized that there were 2 cops literally standing at the door. When I saw that, I said, hey, officers, give me 1 second. I gotta go do something. I went back to my streaming room, or my office, I should say, and basically turned off my live stream. I said, guys, I gotta go. I ended off the live stream, and I went back to the front door. When I went there, they literally talked to me saying, are you, BabaStreams? And I said, yeah, what's going on? It's anything I can help you guys officers with? I wasn't panicking because I was 20, which was last year, so it wasn't a big deal. They were explaining to me how, basically there was a person, saying that you were harassing them online. What? I was harassing a person online? How does that work? How did I harass someone online? What? In my head, I'm thinking that someone made up something or someone lied about something. And then they told me, yeah, they're waiting at the station right now, and we're gonna have to bring you in. What? You're telling me I'm getting arrested after literally live streaming to thousands of people, and you're telling me I'm getting arrested now? That is honestly insane. And I remember I was kind of panicking because I'm not used to getting arrested. Hell, it was not a normal thing for me to do. Going on though, I remember they arrested me and basically got the full-on arrest. I went to the police car. I was in the back of the police car, which is super uncomfortable. And I remember on the way there, they were talking to me. They were saying, wait, so why did you have to leave before you can come to us and talk to us? What were you going to your room for? And I told them I'm a YouTuber. I record videos and I tell stories about my life and all that. I was basically explaining to them what my job was, because let's be real here, being a YouTuber, and especially my hometown, Vancouver, it's not common. And they said, oh, that's very interesting. That's pretty cool. So you just tell stories about life and stuff? Obviously, I said yes, because I'm not going to tell a cop saying, hey, yeah, I tell stories about how I do the Devil's Devil's Tango. Like every like second day. Like hell no, I'm not gonna tell a cop that. Anyways, going on, I remember the cop ended up like, you know, opening a door and we were at the station. And I remember as I walked in there, I went to like this interrogation room. At first I was by myself and obviously you know, they let me use my phone and stuff. So I remember calling my parents saying, hey, I need a lawyer set up. I need all this because I don't know what this is about. Afterwards, I ended up calling my older sister and she called me saying, hey, like, are you at the police station? And I was like, yeah, like, why are you telling me that? And then she told me, yeah, so the person you made the story on is suing you. What? And as that was said, my sister came into the interrogation room, literally in the same room with me, and literally out of nowhere, another person walks in and it was literally the person I did the story on. The person I said me and her did the Devil's Tango. And it was super awkward seeing her walk in, sit down with a lawyer behind her saying, I can't believe you, Bubba. You really made a story on me. How could you? Bruh. What? I was so confused. And knowing that this girl was literally sitting right in front of me, my sister was right beside me, and seeing there was cops surrounding the room and everything, I felt like I was in serious trouble. Who knew telling stories could take you in such deep lengths of trouble? Like, honestly, I didn't know that, but I still tell them because, hell, it's my story to tell. But going on, I remember I was kind of panicking and I was kind of just like freaking out saying like, so like, what's the conflict here? Like, what's going on? And I remember the cop looking at me saying, well, basically, you've been harassing her online. I look at my sister, I look at the cop, and I'm like, how in the world was I harassing you online? And then her lawyer said, apparently, Mr. Bubba, you were sending your audience to go harass her. What? I didn't send my audience anywhere. Guys, in no way would I ever send any of my audience or anyone that watches me to go hate on someone else. It makes no sense for me to do that. And I remember I ended up telling him I did not say anything or sent anyone to hate on anyone. And then afterwards, once I said that, the girl that, you know, I did the Devil's Tango with that was suing me literally opened her phone right in front of me and showed me her Facebook messages. And apparently over 100 of you guys went in her messages and started spamming her, harassing her, saying, oh my goodness, like, I can't believe you did that, and all that crazy stuff. As we were looking through the messages, I realized that my audience was powerful, which I am thankful to this day. But at the same time, not for bad use. Let's be good people. Hello, come on. We gotta be good on the internet or I'm gonna get banned. But no, I remember I was talking to them like, hey, like what do you want me to do? Like, this doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Like, what do you want me to do about this? The girl ended up saying, well, one, I want you to say the story's fake, because if you don't say it's fake, then seriously, people are gonna realize that like this is a big deal. And I said, I'm not gonna tell like over 2 million people that my stories are fake. My stories aren't fake. I don't like faking stories. It's just not my thing. And then her lawyer said, well, at least take down the story. Now, this story was doing really good on TikTok. It had over 1.8 million views at this point, and I did not want to take it down. And I said, there's no way I'm taking down the story because it like has nothing to do with you. I don't even know how people found out it was you because I don't even say your name. I don't say anything. And as you guys look at these stories and realize that, you guys can even check yourselves. I never say a name in any story. They look on my phone and they scroll through my TikTok and they scroll through all my YouTube videos and everything, and they saw I don't say names. So at this point, they can't really hold me for anything or sue me for anything. But one question I had to figure out was, how in the world did people find out this was the girl and actually got it right? So I remember I ended up asking her, I was like, hey, so you want to tell me how people found out that you were the one? And she looked at me kind of weird, and she like looked at like the cops kind of weird, and she started like freaking out. At this point, I knew she was lying about something. So I asked her again. I said, so you want to tell me how 1,000 people know that it was you that I ended up doing the Devil's Tango with? She ended up saying, well, like I scrolled through the comic section and like I just said like, oh, this story's about me. Oh my OMG. And people started harassing me. Bruh. So you're telling me that you're suing me for over $20,000 damn dollars because you went in my TikTok chat, said you were the chick I ended up doing the Devil's Tango with, and now you're telling me that since you're getting harassed by those kids, you want to blame me for it? Unreal. I remember at that moment I was laughing, and I'm not gonna lie, the cop behind me was kind of chuckling because he thought this is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen. But at the same time, not many cops deal with YouTubers around here because not many YouTubers in Vancouver. And I remember we were all kind of just looking around and stuff, and I got to the point where I said to my lawyer, this is a joke. There is no way you guys are gonna hold me on anything, and if you really want to take this to court, I don't mind because I already know I'm gonna win this. Her lawyer looked at me and my lawyer, and they, you know, the lawyer's not dumb. He knows that they don't really have a case on their hands. So out of good favor and out of me being nice, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did feel kind of bad. Knowing how many people were harassing this girl after the story time was a pretty big deal to me. And I basically said to her, listen, I understand the story was a big deal for you, so I will take it down. But next time, don't go in my comment section. Don't say anything because it's better not to. And just stay away from my pages. She agreed and my lawyer agreed and everyone was just, you know, in agreement. And I remember I ended up going home and that was basically it. Honestly, lesson learned today is, guys, that my stories are real. I go through many crazy things when I tell these stories. And honestly, I always fact check them to make sure I don't get in in trouble. And I seriously love you guys. And like I said, I am live streaming right now on Twitch, so go follow me right there and go watch me and ask me any questions about the story. But other than that, like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories. All right, peace out, guys.